The first map of the day is Newkirk, spawning in the bottom right-hand position from KT Rollster. The yellow Terran, it's Flash.
His opponent playing for EG Liquid. As the red Terran on the left bottom side of the map, his name is Alive.
So first map of the day. It's going to, of course, be Newkirk. Lovely weather in Crete today, by the way. It's really nice. It's a nice change from when I first got here, and it was ridiculously cold.
It's okay. It's going to rain tomorrow. It's going to go to bad once again.
Thanks for raining on my parade, man. Appreciate that.
So when it comes to Flash, he is a player who is capable of going for the all kill, and KT Roaster, they still have the strong Protoss lineups behind him, such as Stats and Zest. So EGTO, it's going to be hard for them to win today, but if they get the victory today, then they can easily use that, to go on a huge win streak and pull a miracle in this season.
And if we look at the history between these two teams, it's been pretty one-sided towards KT. In fact, Evil Genius's Team Liquid hasn't even beaten KT in a match before. The closest they got was 4-3 in the last round, and besides that, they've been 4-0'd in 3 other matches by KT. So EGTL, they are going to definitely be looking to get a win here today. They want to be able to at least, kind of get revenge on KT, who's been just completely dominating over them.
But do remember, that is 4-3 in round number 4 in the first three times it was 4-0, which means that EGTL, they have been getting better. Now they're facing the #1 player in Pro League right now, Flash, sitting on 27 wins and 16 losses this season.
So, of course, Flash, a very solid player, very hard to take down, not invincible, but pretty darn close to it, I would have to say. And it looks like we have Flash, he's got his SCV in his opponent's spacer, just doing a little bit of scouting, kind of running around with that SCV here, completing the wall at his main there. No expansions just yet for either player here. They're opting to go for more gas openings instead.
Yeah, just gas opening, and then it really depends on what the players decide to go afterwards. Flash, he's just getting his Marines out, while his opponent, Alive, he's getting two Reapers.
He's going to want to use those Reapers, put some aggression on his opponent. If you have really good micro, you can pull that off.
Flash already knows the Reapers are out of the way. Remember, he had the SCV inside the main base. He saw the barracks was building something, but he didn't see the Marine coming out just in time, so he knows that the Reapers are on the way, and he'll be well prepared back at home.
Certainly will. Also have a command center going down for both players here. Only difference, Alive's command center at that natural, because he is the one going on the offense here. He wants to attack his opponent with these Reapers here. We have the first one moving towards his opponent's base here. These Marines are actually positioned very well here. They may even be able to snipe off this Reaper if Alive's not careful.
Yeah, well, Alive doesn't know that there are 3 Marines up there, and that's going to be a mistake for him if he goes up.
Moving this Reaper in here, very close to dying here, only down to 12 health. Luckily, that Reaper can regenerate health. The second one also a little bit low on health. This thing, it looks like it's going to go down here, though.
Yeah, it definitely goes down. And Alive, he wanted to do some aggression early on with the double Reaper, but it didn't work out. At least he got some scouting information with the single Reaper. Yeah,
he saw the gases that his opponent had. He also saw the factory and the command center. So everything crucial, he did scout with that 1 Reaper, but he was not able to use the 2 Reaper combo to deal economic damage to his opponent.
Yeah, well, at least it's a great news that he saw the factory, because right now Flash, he's going for Starport. He's getting the armory, while Alive, he's getting an armory for himself too, but we don't see the Starport for Alive just yet.
Interesting. So we'll have to see if he wants to go ahead and get that Starport a little bit later, or is opting to just really delay it for a long time and just get Hellbats out. Of course, the Hellbats, we've been seeing them so much recently in all of these different matchups. They're becoming a very, very popular harassment choice for Terrans.
Yeah, and I've seen some Terran players use the Hellbats early on, just like you see in TvT or TBC, or sometimes in a TVP scenario, they go for Hellbats a little bit later into the game where the Protoss player does not expect any drops, like 12 minutes, 13 minutes into the game.
All right, so it looks like Flash, he's moving his command center over to his natural. We do have that armory completed for both players now. Flash making some as well as a medevac. Also, we have now two on the way from Alive. This is interesting. Do you think we could actually see Hellbats defending against Hellbats?
Yeah, well, we might see it happening because, remember, he did delay his starboard timing for a long time. And Flash, he's going to go for a drop first, but this is not going to be a Hellbat drop. This is going to be 2 Hellions and 2 Widow Mines.
That's a little bit different of a drop, but we do have Hellbats on the way from Flash back at home. Also, he's getting that +1 attack upgrade, so moving into more of a mech composition. We've been seeing Flash trying to favor that overall, and here comes the drop. The Widow Mine's burrowing into the main Widow, into the mineral line here, and it goes off, gets 1 kill. Actually pretty solid defense from Alive. He does lose a few units here, but the damage not too bad.
Yeah, well, Flash, he still has a 1 Widow Mine, and he has a Hellbat drop following up behind this.
The follow-up is what could really do a lot of damage here. This Widow Mine over here, the second one, was able to get 3 kills, so definitely not bad at all. We're going to have to see a scan from Alive to take that out. And now we have 2 Hellbats in the Medivacs moving towards his opponent's base. At the same time, Flash dropping with that Hellbat drop in the main here. And that Widow Mine goes off, gets another kill.
Well, he's doing a nice damage, but can he actually defend against what Alive is doing right now? Remember, Alive is going for the double Hellbat drop inside the main base of Flash right now.
And look at this. Flash already has a lot of Hellbats here on the defense because the Hellbats were dropped. They didn't have enough time to get out as much as the 4 Hellbats from Flash's side. He was able to defend. Flash now doing damage in the main mineral line with his Hellbat drop. He's killed up to 16, 17 SCVs here, completely outmaneuvering his opponent in the drop harassment game.
The build just worked out much better for Flash. Alive, he wanted to wait for the reactor and get 2 Medivacs out at the same time by Flash before waiting for the Medivacs.
Oh, this could change everything, though. There's a lot of Hellions in the natural line, killing off a lot of these SCVs and Flash.
Flash is not paying attention right now. He needs to pull those SCVs away, but at the same time, Flash is also dealing a nice economic damage at the natural of Alive.
So we've already had over 45 SCVs killed in this game within the first 10 minutes. It doesn't look like this game is going to go on much longer. One player is going to eventually just roll over the other. We already have, supply-wise, Flash way ahead of his opponent with 68 to 34, taking a very solid economic lead here, and his unit composition looking very strong as well. I also want to point out the bunker positioning from Flash, very smart there.
The bunker positioning, placing 4 Hellbats inside the main base as he saw the double Medivacs going towards his main base. That was a really smart decision by Flash, and now he can end the game with Hellbats. Look at the unit difference right now. Flash has 12 Hellbats, 2 Vikings, 1 Hellion. His opponent only has 3 Hellbats and 5 Marines.
And when these 13 Hellbats come marching into Alive's base, there's not going to be any response from him because he doesn't have any siege tanks. He has only a few Hellbats here for defense, but look at that, 5 to 14. I mean, just based off of a numbers game, the person with 14 Hellbats is going to win.
Yeah, I mean, Alive is doing a nice job trying to buy some more time with those Hellbats dropping inside the main base, but he can't defend against this.
Oh, there's pretty much nothing he can do at this point. Alive, you know, he tried to do some economic harassment of his own, but in the end, Flash's build just simply looks superior.
Yeah, and like we said in the last game, if you're a little bit more aggressive than your opponent in the aggressive versus aggressive wars, then you are going to win the game.
So like at the last of these SCVs getting killed off here, GG called from Alive. Flash takes game number 1, making it look easy.
I have to say, Flash's build was slightly faster than his opponent, going for the harassment a little bit earlier, and that mattered a lot because with the first drop, Flash had the key to go for more harassments. He saw what his opponent was doing, and Alive, he tried to do some counter-economic damage into the main base of Flash, but Flash already saw it coming, placed 4 Hellbats, and he didn't take that much damage.
Indeed, so already KT up 1-0 over EGTL. We're going to have to find out who they want to send out next against Flash to try to take him out. I don't want to see another Terran after watching that. I mean, Tage is good, but that's just scary to look at, seeing those Hellbat wars back and forth. The opening from Flash, putting the Widow Mines down first at the main and natural to kind of throw his opponent off guard, and then follow up the Hellbats. I love that strategy, the way he made that work for him. It just, everything panned out so well for him.
Yeah, let's talk about who they are going to send out next now. Sending out a Terran is going to be suicidal for EGTL because Flash is on a 7-game winning streak in TvT. So Observe for Protoss seems a little bit more likely, but let's see who it is going to be.
Oh, it's looking like it could be Hero here. Is that who they're going to send out?
Still with Tasia, and they are going to send out Tasia.
So it's going to be Tasia. All right, we're going to get another TvT. At least Tasia knows what he's up against here after seeing that last game.
And remember, he did take out Innovation one of the times when he was sent out previously against STX Seoul.
That's true. Very excited for this matchup. I've heard these guys practice a lot together, so we're going to have to see how they do against each other. We have to go into a quick commercial break. When we get back, the second match between KT Rolster and EGTL.